Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swaminiti Namini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namini. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatarini. Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Mena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitamena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadamtikam Vandeham Sri Guru Shiyuta Padakamalam Sri Guru Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sakagana Raghunadhan Vitam Tam Sajeevam Sadvaidam Savadutam Parijana Sakitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sakagana Lalita Sri Visakan Vitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpade Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namo Sute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Pancha Kalpatarabhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyaye Vachapatitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Isvaraha Paramaha Krishnaga Sachidananda Vigraha Anadir Adir Govindaha Sarvakarana Karanam Om Tat Sat Hare Krishna. By the causeless mercy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, we are nicely studying Bhagavad Gita, the knowledge by which we can directly see our own self. Pratyaksha Vagamam Dharmyam Susukam Kartum Avyayam. And this is a knowledge which can be joyfully performed, Susukam Kartum and Avyayam. This is the time-tested knowledge, eternal knowledge. That is Bhagavad Gita. So with this knowledge, especially in the fourth chapter now we are studying, Krishna is teaching about Bhagavad Gita. About Bhagavad Gita in the last 10 slokas in the fourth chapter, we are now completely studying about Bhagavad Gita. So this knowledge, which is the purest knowledge of everything, there is nothing else which is purer than this Bhagavad Gita, because it purifies our self, Atma. Because it is teaching us how to use our body, how to use our mind, senses, intelligence, everything. Like any product, something when we buy, it comes with a manual. So where we'll understand how to use that machine or something, whatever, a car if we buy or anything. So we need to know how to operate. So like that, this Bhagavad Gita is teaching us how to use this body, mind, senses, intelligence, everything, so that we can purify ourselves, so that we won't get another body. So how to use this body so that we won't get another body? How to use this body so that we won't die anymore after this body, after the death in this life? We won't die anymore. We won't take birth anymore. We won't die anymore. So that's what this Bhagavad Gita is teaching us. Once this Atma is purified, when Atma is purified means it is free from all attachments. So all desires, material desires. Because the desires are coming only from the mind, from the Atma, so everything. So the desires, which are all produced in our mind. Manogata, Sarvan Partha Manogata. So, Prajagati Yada Kaman Sarvan Partha Manogata. In fact, in our mind, only prema should be produced, not the kama. So, kama means it's the desires to enjoy, desires to gratify. So, this material world, material sense objects, when we want to enjoy, when we think about those sense objects all the time, so that means kama. So, whereas when we are thinking only about Krishna all the time with the same mind, then it is prema. So that is bhakti, devotion unto Krishna. So in Bhagavad Gita is teaching us how to develop that bhakti. So how to use this body to serve Krishna, how to connect our mind with Krishna, how to gain intelligence by serving Krishna. So how to engage all our senses in Krishna's service. So everything this Bhagavad Gita is teaching us. Kayena manasa buddhya kevalair indriyai api yoginaga karma kurvanti sangam tyaktva atma suddhi. When Krishna is repeatedly asking us to give up attachment to everything in this material world, it is for the purification of our self. We need to understand. If you are attached to the material world, so that means our soul, our self is getting more and more impure. We are binding and we are getting more and more entangled in this material world. So whereas Bhagavad Gita is teaching us how to use all these things without any attachment. Sangam tyaktva atma suddhaya. So if we do that, yuktaha karma palam tyaktva santim apnoti naistiki. So by giving up all attachments, yuktaha karma palam tyaktva, by all attachments to the result is peace of mind. Santim apnoti. So the result of not getting attached to the results of activities is the peace of mind. So that is the result. Whereas ayuktaka kama karena pale shakte nibadhyate. So what is the result of getting attached to the results of activities? The results of not getting attached to the results of activities is shanti, peace of mind. Whereas the result of getting attached to the results of activities is bondage. So that's what ayuktaka kama karena pale shakte nibadhyate. Nibadhyate means bondage. So that is the result. So either we want to get peace of mind and enjoy and go to Goloka and enjoy, or get bound to this material world, get that bondage to this material world. That all depends on whether we are attached to the results or not. If we are not attached to the results, how that is possible? Only when we are attached to Krishna, we will not be attached to the results. If we are not attached to Krishna, then we will be attached to the results. So attachment has to be there. We have to engage our mind. We cannot stop thinking. That is impossible. The mind has to think all the time. The mind has to remember, think all the time. We cannot stop it. So if our mind thinks only Krishna, if our mind always, if we are able to focus our mind only on Krishna all the time, so that means the end result is the peace of mind. We will gain intelligence. We will gain control over our mind. Our mind will become our best friend. So then we won't be disturbed by anything in this material world at all. There is no more disturbance. We will be very, very peaceful. But the opposite thing is that if we forget Krishna, if we don't get attached to Krishna, if we get attached only to the material world, so then we will get the bondage. So that's what Krishna is teaching us there. So we have to act in such a way. Yoga sanyasta karmano jnana sanchinna samsayam atmabandham nakarmani atmavantam nakarmani nibadnandi dhananjaya. That's what Krishna is teaching us. So if we are able to give up all attachments, all the attachments to the results of activities, yoga sanyasta karmano, by destroying all our doubts with the knowledge, jnana sanchinna samsayam. So using this Bhagavad Gita as the weapon of knowledge, if we destroy all our doubts of ignorance, so then what is going to happen? So yoga sanyasta karmanam atma so there is jnana sanchinna samsayam atmavantam nakarmani nibadnandi dhananjaya. So no activity is going to bind us to this material world. Atmavantam nakarmani nibandhananti dhananjaya. No activity will bind us. So that's what Krishna is teaching. So that is the way we need to act. So that means we have to give up all the attachments to the results of activities. So that's what Krishna is teaching us, how to do that, how to give up attachment. That's what every day we are repeating. It's a very important point. We are always repeating, reminding ourselves, but how to do that? Practically, how to do that? It is possible only by developing that love on Krishna with the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So this Bhagavad Gita knowledge only is going to do that magic. So with this knowledge, when we are able to focus our mind fully on Krishna, so then everything is going to be, end result is peace of mind. Everything is going to be peaceful. So peaceful means blissful. When our mind is peaceful, we are very, very blissful. So that is going to come only with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So that means we should not waste our time, waste our human life. So that's very, very important. This is very precious. This is very rare. This opportunity, what we have got, we should not be wasting this opportunity at all. This human body, what we have got, it's very, very rare. So we should be able to fully utilize in Krishna's service. So that is going to happen with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. Because this knowledge is sharpening our brain every day. So our love on Krishna is increasing every day. So we are making progress. Our faith on Krishna is becoming very, very strong. Nobody can shake our faith on Krishna. Nobody can change our mind. So that's what happens when we are getting the complete knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So then Arjuna, can anyone go and change Arjuna? Nobody could change even Duryodhana from himself not fighting in this battlefield. So he wanted. So Duryodhana was so much adamant. He was so much attached. So because of him, this fight was happening. So similarly, the same thing was happening with Arjuna. After getting the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, nobody can stop Arjuna fighting for Krishna. See, when a person is attached to so much on material sense objects, so that is the opposite way. Opposite way means this Duryodhana, he was not even thinking about what's going to happen to everyone. He was not, Arjuna gave so many reasons to Krishna that why he should not fight. But Duryodhana found only one reason for him to fight, that he wanted to won the kingdom. He was cheating everyone. So he got the Pandavas' kingdom. So by cheating them, so now he didn't even want to give them. So that was his only thing, was attachment to that kingdom. That's it. So he didn't listen to anyone. He didn't listen to even his father, Dhritarashtra, or his teacher, Dronacharya, or his grandfather, Bhishma, or no one, Vidura, no one. He was not listening to anyone. Duryodhana. So he was not listening to anyone, and this battle was happening. And Arjuna was listening only to Krishna, and he was fighting in the battle. Now Arjuna decided to fight at the end of this, getting this Bhagavad Gita knowledge. At that time, Arjuna was very much convinced he wanted to fight because he wanted to fight for Krishna. So, for what reason we are doing anything is very important. That's very, very important. We have to do anything only for Krishna. Whatever we do, it should be only as an offering unto Krishna. Yatkarosi tatkurusva madatparam. Whatever you do it as an offering unto me. That's what Krishna is teaching us. So in this effort, Krishna is always with us. His blessings are always there with us. He is very, very merciful upon us, and definitely we are going to gain victory. There is no doubt about it. So when Krishna himself is with us, so yatra yogeshwara Krishna yatra pato danudaraga tatra shri vijayo bhutir dhruvani tirmatirmam. Wherever there is Krishna, the master of all mystics, wherever there is Arjuna, the supreme archer, certainly there is extraordinary opulence, victory, morality, and everything, fame, all such things. So, tatra shri vijayo bhutir dhruvani tirmatirmam. So, Krishna is with us. In this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we are listening to Krishna all the time. So that means Lord Shri Krishna is with us. We don't want to waste our time on anything else. We don't want to think about anything else. We don't want to waste our time for any other reason. So we want to fully utilize this human life completely by remembering Krishna, surrendering unto Krishna, doing everything for Krishna. That's what is our goal. That is happening. That change in our mind is happening because of this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. We are able to study this Bhagavad Gita every day, and we are becoming very, very strong devotee of Krishna with this knowledge. So there may be many, many movements, many different kinds of people teaching different philosophies, this yoga, that yoga, and all kinds of things they may do. But none of such things are going to confuse us, because we know that the real yoga is this Bhagavad Gita. So these 18 chapters, 700 slokas, what Krishna is teaching in this Bhagavad Gita, that's what is very important for us. Nothing else, nothing else. We don't want to listen to anyone else. Only we want to listen only to Krishna, this Bhagavad Gita. So that way, our faith on Krishna is becoming very, very strong, and we are gaining this complete knowledge of this Bhagavad Gita. So that way we are able to do everything for Krishna. So then we are also able to lead a peaceful life. So if we are able to give up all these attachments, so just to the results, we don't have to give up the activities. So we just have to give up the attachment to the results. That's all. So then we will be able to lead a Sukhamvasi, Navadware Pure, Sarvakarmani Manasa Sanyasyaste Sukhamvashi. So we will be able to lead a happy life, Sukhamvashi. So only thing is that we have to renounce all the actions, all the activities with mind. So that means we should not be attached to the results of activities. So when Krishna is saying that Sarvakarmani Manasa Sanyasyaste, means in reality, we have to do those activities. We should not give up any activities. Everything we have to do as a matter of duty for Krishna. But with mind, we should give up all such activities. Means we should give up the attachment to the results of activities. So then, Sukhamvashi Navadware Pure Dehi Naiva Kurvan Nakaren. So we will be able to live very happily in this body, which is a city of 9 gates. So that's what Navadwara Puram. So 2 eyes, 2 nostrils, and 2 ears, and 1 mouth. That makes 7. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1, 7. And then 1 anus and 1 genital. So that makes 9. So 9 holes in our body, 9 dwaras, 9 entries. So that's what Navadwara Puram, a city of 9 gates. So that's what is our body. So we can live happily. Sukhamvashi, the Atma, the soul can live very happily in this body. Navadware Sukhamvasi. So Sukhamvasi Navadware Pure Degi. Naiva Kurvan na Karen. At that time, he is not the doer and he is not causing anything to do. So Naiva Kurvan na Karen. That's what happens when we are able to give up attachment to all the results of activities, and that is possible. That is happening in our life also with this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. By gaining this knowledge, by surrendering unto Krishna, by doing everything for Krishna, then definitely we will be able to lead a peaceful and blissful life, and we will be able to make use of this life fully. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, that will definitely happen. That is definitely happening. So we are making a lot of progress, and we already finished 39 slokas in the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. So we understood in the very beginning, first 3 slokas, 4th chapter, sloka number 1, 2, and 3. Krishna repeatedly said that this Bhagavad Gita is the yoga. We are getting this yogam. And then Krishna told Arjuna that I shall teach you what is karma, by knowing which you will be freed from the miseries of material existence. Tatte karma pravakshyami yajnatva mokshashe ashubha. So Krishna taught what is karma. We understood, especially from this sloka number 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. In the 4th chapter, Krishna was teaching us very clearly how should we act. So if we just do that, that means we are doing our karma in the right way. And then yajna, different types of yajnas. Yevam bahuvida yajna vitata brahmano. Okay, so all such things. Sarve piyete yajna vido yajna kshapita kalmasaga yajna sistam mrita bujo yanti brahma sanatanam. So by performing sarve piyete yajna vido, by knowing all these yajnas, yajnakshapita kalmasaga. So by getting ourselves freed from all sinful reactions, by performing these yajnas, yajnasistamritapujo, by enjoying this nectar, by performing this yajna, so then yanti brahma sanatana, we will enter into the eternal Brahman. So Krishna's eternal abode. So then we are now studying about the knowledge. Krishna is teaching us, he compared this Bhagavad Gita to the knowledge of the boat of knowledge by which we can cross beyond the ocean of material miseries. Sarvam jnana plaveneva vrijinam santarishyasi. Then Krishna is comparing this knowledge to the Agni, the fire. So jnana agni ki tagda karmanam. So with the knowledge we will be able to basmasat kurute tata. Sarva karmani. Jnana agni sarva karmani basmasat kurute tata. So like that, Krishna is teaching us everything and giving us this knowledge. So we finished successfully up to 39 slokas in the 4th chapter. So what we are studying in the sloka number 38. Nahi jnanena sadirsham pavitram iha vidyate tatsvayam yoga samsiddhaga kalena atmani bindati. Nahi jnanena sadirsham pavitram iha vidyate tatsvayam yoga samsiddhaga kalena atmani bindati. So there is nothing else is purer than this Bhagavad Gita, and which in the due course of time we are going to enjoy, which is already happening with us. We are enjoying this knowledge. We are understanding this Bhagavad Gita. Everything is happening for us by Krishna's causeless mercy. So that's what, compared to earlier, a year ago, if we are attending this Bhagavad Gita from long time, so definitely we know that we are making definitely noticeable progress. There is no doubt about it. So that's why we are enjoying Kalena Atmani Vindati. So we are at least connected to Krishna at this point of time. So in this way, there is nothing so sublime and pure as transcendental knowledge. Such knowledge is the mature fruit of all mysticism. And one who has become accomplished in the practice of devotional service enjoys this knowledge within himself in due course of time. So that's what is happening with us. We are enjoying. Then in the next sloka, what we studied in the sloka number 39 yesterday, Shraddha labhate jnanam tatparaga samyatendriyaga jnanam labdva param shantim achirena adhigacchati. So Shraddha labhate jnanam tatparaga samyatendriyaga. So a faithful person will get this knowledge and he will be able to control the senses. And when we get this knowledge, after we get this knowledge, jnanam labdva param shanti machirena adhigacchati. So we are going to get the supreme peace of mind without any delay. Param shanti achirena adhigacchati, without any delay. So that's what very soon. So that is definitely going to happen. So with this knowledge, we are definitely going to get peace of mind, which we are already able to taste it. So a faithful man who is dedicated to transcendental knowledge and who subdues his senses is eligible to achieve such knowledge, and having achieved it, he quickly attains the supreme spiritual peace. Then Krishna is continuing, what is going to happen to those who have no faith? We just studied, we just understood that a faithful person, Shraddhava labhate jnanam, a faithful person will get this knowledge and he will be able to achieve supreme peace of mind. That means he's going to go to Goloka. But what happens to a person who has no faith? So that's what in the next sloka Krishna is teaching us in the sloka number 40. Agnyascha asraddhadanascha samsayatma vinashyati nayam lokosti na paro na sukham samsayatmanaga. So a person who has no knowledge, agnyascha. Why? Because there is no faith. Ashraddhadanascha. Agnyascha. If there is a shraddha, then you get the knowledge. Shraddhava labhate jnanam. If faith is there, we will get this knowledge. If a person has no faith, then there is no knowledge. Agnyascha ashraddhadanascha. Then he is a doubtful person. That's why samsayatma. So samsayatma means a doubtful person. So samsayatma vinashyati. So he is destroyed. He falls back. He is destroyed. Nayam lokosti naparo na sukham samsayatmanaga. For such a doubtful person, not only in this world, he will not be happy in any other world also. So nayam lokosti. So there is no loka for him. So not this world, not in any other world. He will not find happiness anywhere. So that's what. So ayagnyascha, also Krishna said that Nayam lokosti ayagnyascha kutonyaka kurusattama. So we already studied that also in this chapter. So ayajnasya means a person who is not performing yajna, so there is no wealth for him. Nayam lokosti ayajnasya kuto anyega kurusattama. So there is no life for him in this, no happiness for him in this life. Then what to speak about next life? So same thing here. Krishna is saying that Nayam lokosti naparo nasukam samsayatma. So yes, Shastra vidim uchidya vattate kamakarataka nasasiddhim avapnoti nasukam naparam gatim. That's what in the 16th chapter also Krishna says. Anyone who gives up the scriptural injunctions and acts according to their own whims, so such persons, they will not achieve perfection. Nasasiddhim avapnoti nasukam naparam gatim. No happiness, no supreme destination. So that's what Krishna is teaching here, that if a person who has no faith and no knowledge of this Bhagavad Gita, then he will be destroyed. He will not find happiness, not only in this world, in any other world also he will not be happy. So we really have to feel pity for anyone who has no knowledge of this Bhagavad Gita. So we should not be envious of some person who is materially prosperous, but all such material achievements are useless. In other words, it's useless, basically BS. That's it. So we should be using everything in Krishna's service. That's what is very important. Everything. So this material, whatever we gain, but if we don't have the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, it is not going to be of any use at all. In fact, it will get ourselves entangled more in this material world. That's very bad actually. So without this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we will get ourselves entangled more and more. If we are materially prosperous, we should not be envious of them. We should feel only pity for them because they are going to commit more sinful actions and they are going to be bound more to this material world. So that way only we should feel only pity on them, not envious on anyone who is materially prosperous, but not having the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, not a devotee of Krishna. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished this sloka number 40 in the 4th chapter. But ignorant and faithless persons who doubt the revealed scriptures do not attain God consciousness. They fall down. For a doubting soul, there is happiness neither in this world nor in the next. So by Krishna's causeless mercy, we have successfully finished 40th sloka in the 4th chapter. So now let us chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and focus our mind on the Supreme Lord Shri Krishna. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Radhanath Swami Nityanamini. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityanamini. Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesa Sunyavadi Paschatya Desatari. Umajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrindam Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Tulsi Vilasa Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna to all the devotees. I kindly request the devotees to use the Zoom raise hand feature to ask your questions to Guruji. Munmun Mataji, Venkat Nagarjun Prabhu, Hina Mataji, and Mithun Prabhu says, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Hare.
There are no questions, Guruji, so far. So thank you, Guruji, for today's class. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Ranjit Padi Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Beena Mataji, Hare Krishna. Kuldeep Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Hema Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
How are you? How's everything?
Pranam.
Yes, Mataji, by Krishna's mercy, everything fine, Mataji.
Yeah,
Hare Krishna.
so I just wanted to ask you that you said that the soul is independent of the body, right? So then our whatever actions we do, why does it reflect on the soul? Like if it is independent and if it is pure, then why do our actions reflect on the soul?
Because we claim the results.
Okay.
If we don't claim the results, it's not going to affect us. That's why many times Krishna says
No,
that.
as it is, the soul is independent, right?
Yes.
So if it is independent, so how do our actions affect it?
Because when we are claiming the results, when we are, if any action is happening,
So we are
not
binding the soul.
That's why we are binding ourselves. We are putting ourselves into trouble by claiming the results.
So, but why does the soul get into problem? If it is independent, if it is pure, then
yes.
So why does it?
Yes, Mataji.
So how does it get into problem? Soul is independent.
We should be thinking that there is nothing for us. Now we are not doing anything. Naiva kinchit karometi yukto manyeta tattvavid. So we should think that we are not doing anything. Naiva kinchit karometi yukto manyeta tattvavid. Pasyan, Shrinvan, Sparsan, Jigran, Asnan, Gachan, Swapan, Swasan, Pratapan, Visrigan, Grinnan, Unmishan, Nimishan, Napi, Indriyani, Indriyatebhyat, Vatanta iti dharin. So, in seeing, listening, hearing, smelling, touching, tasting, all such things, by closing, opening the eyes, by everything. So, in all such activities, we should not think that we are doing anything. Only just the senses are engaged with the sense object. So, we should think that there is nothing there. So we need to develop that consciousness that we are not part of this world. We don't belong to this place. So we have to go to Goloka. We should be with Krishna. This is temporary. This life is temporary. And Maya is acting. So 3 modes of material nature is doing everything. So we should have all this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah, that I'm very clear. That I'm very clear. Only thing what I wanted to ask was, if the soul is pure and if it is independent of the body, then he say we are not the body, we are the soul. So do our actions affect the soul?
Our actions affect, first of all, we should that question that our actions, that itself is not the right statement. The statement that itself, see, when we say that our actions, there itself we are making mistake.
Okay.
Because we are not acting. We are not doing anything.
Okay. So the soul is acting?
The soul is not the doer at all. So that's why na kartrutvam na karmani lokasya srajati prabhu na karma palasam yogam swabhava.
So it is only the Maya which is doing all this.
Only swabhava, only Maya, the 3 modes of material nature, only swabhava is doing everything. We are like, our body is like a robot. And we are inside this body.
You said like our actions, suppose we do something wrong, so it will be carried forward to the next birth, correct?
If we are attached to the results.
Okay.
See, Krishna is very clearly telling in the 18th chapter, Yasya na ahankrito bhavo, buddhi yasya na lipyate, atvapi sayima loka nahanti na nibaddhate. If a person is not thinking that he is the doer, yasya na ahankrito bhava, and his intelligence is not entangled, buddhi yasya na lipyate. Even if we kill someone in this world, he is not killing anyone, he is not bound. So, hatvapi sayima loka nahanti na nibaddhate. So, we should not think that we are the doer. That's where we are making mistake.
Okay. So, we have nothing to do with anything. So, the soul, I'm not able to get that relationship between the soul is independent. You said it is pure. So, how does the action affect it?
That's what Mataji, when the actions are happening, okay, let us put it in some way. So when we are doing an action, okay, so the result is coming.
Okay.
So do we claim those results or not?
Yeah, most of the time we do.
We do, correct? Generally we do that, we claim the result. We think that this is mine, that is mine.
This is
like
my
that
right.
Only we
correct.
think that. This
right,
is mine,
right.
that is yours, correct?
Correct.
That thinking itself is wrong. Krishna, that's why he is teaching that you have a right to perform your duty, but you don't have the right to the results. Because never consider yourself.
So how does that affect the soul?
Because when we consider that the results belong to us,
okay,
then we are
Then we
committing
free the,
sins.
then we free the soul, is that?
What, Mataji?
Then the soul is freed.
No. When we think that we are committing.
No, suppose we think it is not we are not attached to the results.
Then we are
the
free.
soul,
Then there is no duty for us. Then there is nothing. We are free.
so
We are
then what
completely
is the relationship between the soul and the body?
the soul and the body, because we are all the time thinking, we are not free. So once we think like that, then you are not going to get any more body at all. We will go to Goloka. We will not come to this material world at all once we are freed. So the soul is inside this body because we still have that ahankara. So ahankara means thinking that we are the doer.
Okay, so
Kartara
then
iti
once
manti.
it is freed, then it is free.
Then no more material body.
No
Then
more
we will not
material
get
body.
material body.
Okay.
So once we are freed, then there is no more material body. We'll go to Goloka. That is known as Brahman platform, Brahma Bhuta platform. So we
which
have to
means the
achieve that.
Maya binds the soul to the body, correct?
Yes, Maya only is binding. The modes of nature only binding the soul inside.
Okay, fine.
Yes, Mataji.
Thank you, Guruji. Sorry
Yeah.
for
You understand now, Mataji?
Yes. Now it's clear. I was a little confused about that. Thank you so much. Hare
You
Krishna.
study again and again, everything Krishna is there.
It will be clear.
Repeatedly Krishna is teaching.
Right. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Very nice, very important question you asked, Mataji. Very technical question.
It's been working on my mind, so I said today I
I'm
have
sure
to ask.
this kind of questions help all devotees, other devotees also.
Yes. Thank you so
We
much.
should not
Hare
think that.
Krishna.
That's why Yajnatat karmano anyatra lokoyam karma bandhana. Anything which we are not doing it as an offering to Krishna is going to bind us. That's it.
Okay.
Yes,
Thank you.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Kuldeep Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Yes,
I
Prabhu.
am floating in a sea from the day one when I joined you. I don't know when I will come to shore. I really doesn't have the courage to ask the questions even. I don't because I have to be a very, very high analytic person before I ask a question because I don't know even the 10% of Bhagavad Gita.
No, Krishna
I
will make
don't
us
know
to know.
Krishna even 2%. How can I raise questions? I beg your mercy and keep on teaching me. Thank you, Guruji.
We will definitely by Krishna's mercy, we will spread Krishna's message, make more devotees. That's it, Prabhu. That means we know Bhagavad Gita. If you know that our only duty, primary task is spread his message, that Bhagavad Gita. That's it. Study.
Sure,
Bring
we are
that in this
working.
class.
I am all the time working on that. In fact,
Yes.
whatever I do now in my life, before even I stand up, I take the name, the purest name that you are trying to make us believe, and so many things are happening that way.
Yes.
Without that, I don't move even a bit.
Yes, Prabhu. So that's it. Krishna's mercy is there. That's why we are studying Bhagavad Gita. We will understand everything. Yes, Prabhu. So you are saying that you don't know much, but when I first started, I couldn't even pronounce a single sloka. So Krishna's mercy, now I'm able to recite all the slokas. Yes, Prabhu. You will know. Yes,
I need his blessings through your path. That is it.
Krishna is definitely will pray. Yes, Prabhu. We will do. Hare Krishna.
Namaskar.
Namaskar, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Ravin Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Is your throat better, Prabhu? Still, I
Yes,
feel
Prabhu.
your voice is okay. Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, it is coming out.
At least you are able to talk today. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes. So, Prabhuji, so Kuldeep Mataji asked this question. So, I think we can also answer that in a different way. And in the sense that the soul is pure independent, but it has like a chemical molecule. It has got a bond available. That
Bond with the body. Yeah, bond with the material
it wants to attach with something, but the moment it attaches with the material sense objects, or which is the results of our work, it gets attached into the material world and it becomes impure. And if that same bond gets attached with Krishna, then it becomes pure and
It's
it
freed
satisfies
from the material world.
free
Yes.
from the material world.
We
So
need to break all these bonds with the material world. That's exactly Krishna is saying that asanga sastrena dridayana chitva. With the weapon of detachment, you need to cut all these attachments. Yes.
yes, Prabhuji. So I just wanted to share that, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah,
Like
and
Krishna already in the 15th chapter, that inverted banyan tree, correct? All those things, all those roots are attachments to this world.
correct.
You need to cut them. Yes, Prabhu. That's what you are comparing that with the bonds, chemical bonds. So like that, it's the
Exactly.
bonds.
Exactly.
You need to-
Prabhuji, yeah, so wonderful class. Thank you for your continuous teaching and of working for us. Also, I don't know why Bina Mataji is not
Yeah,
able
Bina
to.
Mataji is there. Yeah, she is not able to unmute. Looks like so. Yeah, yes, but I'm trying. Anyhow, it's nice she is able to join. Yes.
Yes. So yeah, she is here, so it's wonderful. Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Rama,
Hare Ram, Ram
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna to all devotees.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Sangeeta Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, Pranam.
Hare Krishna, Pranam
Yeah,
Mataji.
I don't know what to speak because just this is my second class, but only thing that, I'm feeling is happy from inside. Just listening to it also, like, tears are coming. Yesterday also, the entire day I was thinking about Krishna and what you all, taught me. So today also, just happiness is there at this moment. So, like so many questions which were there in my mind are just being answered by these today's shlokas and other things also. So even I don't know much about Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, when I was a child, in our school also we used to recite shlokas. But today, and yesterday also I attended the class. So there is just happiness from inside, and I don't know the reason for it. Like, we do so many things, but still back, we're not that happy. After just going through all those slokas which you taught today also, I can just say that there is, from inside, I'm happy. So thank you so much, Guruji.
Yes, Mataji. That's what this Bhagavad Gita brings happiness. That's why when Jnanam Labdva Param Shanti, when with this knowledge we are going to get supreme peace of mind. And Krishna is asking the question, Asantasya Kuta Sukham. When there is no peace of mind, where from happiness comes?
Yes.
So the answer is there in the question. Krishna is asking like a question which gives the answer also. Asantasya Kuta Sukham. When there is no peace of mind, where from happiness comes? So that's what he's asking. That means happiness is not going to come from anywhere else. It has to come only from the peace of mind. So we are going to get peace of mind with this knowledge. Jnanam labdva param shantim achrena adhigacchati. That's what you are saying, that you are very happy when we study this Bhagavad.
Yes. So thank you so much, Guruji, and keep your blessings and even Krishna's blessings maybe on us all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare.
Jyoti Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Thank you,
Hare
Guruji.
Krishna.
Thank you for the wonderful class, Guruji. One thing I wanted to share. Whenever we feel attached to this material people, like in relatives and all, sometimes we get hurt from themselves only. It's all because of Krishna's mercy only. We should be detached or what, like that it will be, no, Guruji?
Yes. We should be all the time. That's why all such changes will happen with this knowledge, Mother. This knowledge will do all such miracles in our life. When we get this full knowledge, every day what we are doing, that we are listening to Krishna. So this Bhagavad Gita, we are focusing only on Bhagavad Gita, nothing else. Only all the slokas, what Krishna is teaching in Bhagavad Gita, nothing else. So that will definitely slowly get ourselves away from this all material attachments, material distractions. Everything will get washed away, Mataji. So then it will be pure Krishna consciousness. Yes, Mataji.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you.
In fact, that's why this Bhagavad Gita is the purifier. So nahi jnanena sadrsam pavitram miga vidyate. So this Bhagavad Gita is the purifier, like soap for the soul. So it purifies the soul. So
Good, good. At least now, after so many days, I entered in this because of Krishna's mercy. I
yes,
feel so happy and blessed actually. Thank
yes,
you, Guruji. Hare
we
Krishna.
will- Krishna's mercy. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Palaniyappan Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Suresh Tabi Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Very nice class Guruji today also. The thing is like what you said in the beginning of the lecture, like you have to make use of the body.
Yeah.
So in this, otherwise again, like you have to come back. So,
That's the thing.
one should do and make good use of this body to relieve ourselves, release from this material world.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu. That's what will happen. Krishna's mercy. With this knowledge, we will be definitely able to do that, no doubt. It's all happened. Krishna's
Yes.
mercy.
Yes, Guruji.
So you are leaving tomorrow night, correct, Prabhu? So, but
Today night for us means in the early morning, tomorrow.
oh,
Today I
okay.
will be leaving. Means today in
Today is
the
Wednesday. Today is Wednesday. Thursday night only you are leaving, correct, Prabhu?
Thursday morning time.
Oh, okay. So that means today night you will go to the airport. Yeah, I got it.
Yes,
Yes.
Guruji. Yes.
Yes. Tomorrow morning you will be in the flight. You won't be able to join this class.
Yeah, early morning 2 o'clock.
Yes, so have a nice Krishna conscious flight. I am looking forward to seeing you in person here, Prabhu. I will see you either on Thursday evening or Friday morning, Prabhu. I will tell Sanket Prabhu by tomorrow.
Okay, Guruji. According to your convenience, Guruji.
Yeah, I will check with you. Yes, right. I think by tomorrow morning I'll be able to finalize it. I will tell you. Yes,
Okay, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Palaniyappan Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
So again, today's two important points today I have explained to us. One is what reason we are doing anything is very important. That's a very important point to be remember and discussed.
Yes.
Very, very important point. For what purpose? Many times we do things which chalega, like that we do.
We cannot do just like that. Yes, we need to have the knowledge and do
It
things.
is for
Yes,
nothing like that. In Tamil we say summa cheyire. So many things we do like that. So it is one important point which we have to learn. The second thing is our body is like a robot. That is action is actually the three modes of nature is doing. That is another important.
That's why we are not in the same status. Sometimes angry, sometimes not us. For a devotees, most of the time you will be in the Sattva, but in general for the people, the multi-personality disorder, correct?
Yes,
So that is the three modes of nature. Everybody has got that multi-personality disorder, basically.
That is another, yes. So these two things are in life very, very important, which we don't bother at all. That is the main thing is we don't bother. We go on doing it. That is a very interesting thing we are learning through Gita and your teaching. That is a thing I felt today. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Rama.
Hare
Krishna. Sashireka Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Thank you so much. Thank you for a wonderful class. I just wanted to wish Ravin Prabhu a speedy recovery for his throat, since he's not well, and I hope he gets better soon. But very interesting discussions, Guruji, and the good questions. And like I always say, we learn so much from other devotees when they ask. Like Kuldeep Prabhu said, I am also in that category only. I don't think I know how to ask questions. So, but I always like to learn from other people's questions. So, yeah, it's not that, we don't know how to ask questions or we don't know anything. It's all right. I would rather believe that I don't know, I know very little than think that I know much. That is always better, because when you think that you know too much, then I think there is it's a reflection of your ego. So it's rather that, you be willing to learn and learn from everyone. That I think is very important, especially because I find that devotees here in the class they have such meaningful discussions and such interesting questions to ask, and your answers are enlightening. And sometimes other devotees like Ravin Prabhu had his perspective. So that is very nice to hear that perspective, and we become so much more knowledgeable because of that. So thank you so much for this opportunity, for creating this kind of an atmosphere for all of us for learning.
Krishna, we have to thank Krishna only, Mataji.
Yeah, of course, Guruji, but the medium has to be also thanked. That is the medium. He has chosen you. And what you said about human birth, I've always thought, Guruji. In fact, one of the things that I always do every day in my prayer time, I always say, thank you, Krishna, that you chose us to make us human beings. Even if we have wasted the rest of our life, at least now we have this knowledge, this lamp of knowledge, as you say. So from this, let us not waste any more time. Let us, dedicate ourselves to learning, understanding, and implementing Bhagavad Gita completely in our lives, and spreading the message of Bhagavad Gita to everyone, because that is what will take us to our ultimate goal, to our ultimate destination, to reach Krishna. So I think that I thank him every day, saying that, it is not by chance that I'm born as a human being. You have chosen. So which is why you have given me a chance. You have given me a chance to learn the Bhagavad Gita, to seek that, to seek self-realization, to seek realization of you, and, to come to you. But if I'm going to waste that, then there is no purpose, then that lifetime is wasted. So we are, there is no words to describe how fortunate we are to get this human birth, because this is possible only in this birth.
Even in this human birth, we are very, very fortunate to get this. There are a lot of people are taking human body, but they don't make use of this human body.
Absolutely.
But, this is our purvabhyas. That is our past practice in the past life. That's what is this life also we are able to continue that practice.
Absolutely. Yeah. So extremely grateful to you for enabling us and taking us in this direction all the time, holding our little finger and taking us across, Guruji. Thank you so much. Extremely grateful to you, extremely indebted to you. Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Satyendra Singh Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Pranam.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
I thoroughly enjoyed today's session. Interaction in the sloka today is really wonderful class.
Yes, Prabhu.
Daily we are getting something in today's sloka. Really, you have warned that अश्रद्धा से कुछ नहीं मिलता है ना. That is the essence of that sloka. Thank you, Guruji, for your wonderful class, and really we are learning daily from the Bhagavad Gita class, and the interaction between the devotees and you. Really wonderful feeling. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Vrindaji Singh Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Guruji, for the class. Wonderful learning. in spite of learning every day about the soul, body, mind, we understand, but there are times when we again get a little confused.
When we study again and
I
again,
can't hear you,
then after
Guruji.
some time we will not get confused. It will become very, very clear.
Yes. I think rereading again and again
Exactly.
gives
Again and
clarity
again,
also.
then things will become very, very clear. For us, it won't be
Yes,
more
Guruji.
confusion. Everything will be crystal clear. Krishna's mercy, this knowledge is full in itself. Yes.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you so much, Guruji. Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram, 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 Hare Hare.
Hare.
Thank you, Guruji.
Thank you. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Suresh Tabi Prabhu, I spoke with you. I want to speak to you once again. Are you able to unmute Prabhu? Suresh Tabi Prabhu.
Hello.
Yes, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna. Prabhu, I just want to inform you when you are coming, I know you must have taken many longer flights like this, but make sure you stretch your legs and move around, and when you just get up and walk sometime like that, Prabhu. Otherwise, long time if you don't do that, then it's not good for the legs.
Yes, Guruji, I understand it, because generally, like after some time, like I get up and then walk into the small bay over there, into the.
If you already reserve your seat, make sure you get aisle seat or something like that, so that you don't have to disturb others. Then you can stretch move your legs, walk often, as much as possible, because then it is very good. Yes, it's very nice for blood.
We have taken aisle seats only, Guruji.
Yes,
so that we can be independently without disturbing the others. We can move around.
Yes, Prabhu.
And to stretch slightly here and there. Yeah, because like with the age, like if you keep these legs at the same one place, then like it starts paining. When you get up.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, that just legs, mainly the legs, you need to stretch and maybe do some little bit exercise if possible.
Yes, generally I don't keep anything below this thing. I keep it upside only, the small leg, and then stretch as much as possible. Like keep the whole body like more flexible and then more easy to. Thank you, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji, for your
Prabhu. I have a Krishna conscious flight, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Sunit Shivas Prabhu, Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Guruji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Due to network issue, Guruji, I was unable to attend the class and some. Guruji. Dandavat Pranam, Guruji. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram.
Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Pranam, Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Lisa Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you for today's session, Guruji. Thank you so much.
It's Krishna.
Pranam, Guruji.
Pranam, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Sumati Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
you. Thank you very much for a wonderful class today, Guruji. And also very nice to hear the discussions and questions raised and the answers given, Guruji.
Nice
so
question.
I think to Hema Mataji's question about why the soul is, why the soul is getting affected, I think, was it that because she didn't link up the soul with the Mano, Buddhi, Ahankara, which also travels with the soul at the time of death?
Yeah.
It's because of that
subtle body,
the subtle body, and that's the one that carries the results of the karmic actions.
That is correct.
Correct. So I think probably that also she got a little confused. It's not just the soul; it is that package deal which goes, and yeah. And in order to get a one-way ticket, we have to daily wash our body with Bhagavad Gita, our soul with Bhagavad Gita.
We have to clean our mind every day, cleanse our mind.
Yes,
focus
clean our
only on
mind every
Krishna,
day.
then
And then you can shed the subtle body and only the soul alone can proceed towards Goloka.
It is not only one way, there is the only way. And if you go there, there is no way to come back. They say that no outlet, correct? So some places, if you go there, then you can't come back. That's it.
Yes, Guruji. And hopefully we don't have to, have a long flight. It will be a quick flight and there will not be any other things we need to worry about, stretching legs or any other things.
Krishna will take us very quickly.
That journey. Yes, Guruji. So let's all keep our goal as Goloka. As
we have to prepare. We have to prepare for their travel, like we are preparing for anywhere else traveling. Like that,
yes.
That's the main.
Yes, Guruji. Very
so
interesting.
Other places, when we are traveling, we prepare by packing a lot of things. Here, we have to give up everything. That is the preparation.
Correct. Zero luggage.
Zero attachment. Then we are prepared. Otherwise, we are not prepared for their travel.
Yes, Guruji. Very interesting. If we relate it to travel, I think it gets very interesting to, have the analogies.
So, Prayana. Krishna is, we even here traveling, we use the word Prayana, correct? In Tamil Nadu, they use Prayanigal.
Yes, Prayana.
Like Prayana. So that's what Prayana. Prayana Kale Manasa Chalena Bhaktya to Yoga Balena Cheva. So Prayana Kala means the time of traveling for the soul.
Yes, Guruji. And also very nicely, you keep on reiterating that faith is most important to get that knowledge. Yes.
That's why we are all here. We are getting this knowledge. That's simply our faith on Krishna. That's it.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you very much, Guruji. Thank you very much for being with us and for your everyday commitment to our class. Thank you so much, Guruji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Mahendra Shukla Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Dandavat Pranam.
Hare
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Vishnuvardhana Rao Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Namaste Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Mohanan Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Guruji Pranam.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu.
With Krishna's grace and your blessings, Guruji, I am able to know the last 10 to 15 days or so, I am really enjoying the class and early morning.
You are muted, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Can you unmute? Yes, Prabhu.
As I promise you, and really my 1.5 hour prayer is continuously going on very smoothly.
Very nice, Prabhu. Very nice. That's a very important.
So, morning 4:30, I remember you. So I just got up and get ready and start doing. And anyway, I'm really enjoying. And day by day, little bit progress is there. And thank you, Guruji. Thank you so much. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
At some point, we will chant during our Bhagavad Gita class also more rounds. We will plan. But that is good, Prabhu. Morning, that Brahma Muhurta platform. Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Guruji. Since you told me on that day, from that day onwards, it is continuously going so far. And I will ensure that, it will go continuously and with your blessings. It's good.
Krishna's mercy is there, Prabhu. Krishna's mercy is there. It will happen.
Thank you, Guruji. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Rama. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Chandrakanta Mataji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Guruji.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Guruji. Today's class is very interesting, Guruji. Each one giving their own perspective about the soul and its journey and its destination. It's very interesting, Guruji. That is how we learn. That's how we learn and interrelate certain things based on our own experience. That is my interesting subject also.
Especially, I want to go to Goloka very soon.
Yes, yes. that is my interest also. That's why today it was so I was in a different plane of mind, Guruji. It's very interesting. Thank you, Guruji, for making this particular opportunity for us to introspect and think what best we can do in our own day-to-day life. So thank you very much, Guruji, for the class. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna to everyone. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Manoranjan Sahu Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu, I am not able to hear you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Okay.
Yeah, now I am able to hear. Yes,
can you hear my voice now? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Definitely, I am on the way. College actually. Really, listening. The devotees are very sincere in asking questions. So yesterday also, my phone was exhausted. Immediately, I was.
Yeah, I couldn't talk
moment,
with you.
because of problems. Because I had a morning class in Sanskrit Gita, and that's why I could not get the. Even now also, when I told me it is also going to be headed in the morning 5:30. Also, I have class in Gita only in Sanskrit. That is taught in Sanskrit. So only Sanskrit, as you explain in English, that professor also explains in Sanskrit, not Odia, not Hindi, English, English and Sanskrit. So okay, whatever it may be, that today's sloka is very important, Guruji, because as I got late, I want to have only Gita class as much so that my mind won't be distracted to material things. So I will try my best because of Guruji, because of your blessings, and I am taking interest. You have injected into my mind that in my mind too, I was so much have a great impact on you, me. So I was very much more and more drawn towards Prabhupada and ISKCON and Gita, and lot of things are there. Bhagavatam, Veda, Upanishad, all these things you should read as an Indian. So really, I am very grateful today's sloka. So you should not have any kind of suspicion, as told Sansaya, the doubts, and should not be involved us, should not overpower us, and you should be very much dedicated to Lord Krishna. This is your version, as you told today, sloka. It's very important, and you should have kind of a sada, kind of a devotion to Lord Krishna. So as much we can, so the rest of the world is nonsense, because useless. So only you have to Lord Krishna, we have to devote ourselves and spread the message of Gita. And how ISKCON devotees are distributing. I was videos and watching in Hyderabad and so many places, how they are dedicated to spread the message of Gita and sell the Prabhupada's books. And really, I am very grateful to you, Guruji. And thank you, Guruji. Pranam, Guruji. Sabata Naman Naman.
Pranam Prabhu, Hare Krishna Prabhu, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, let us listen to Srila Prabhupada's Kirtana. Hare Krishna.
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna.